Today, I'm going to show you how to rank blogs on Google using AI with a mostly automated setup. I'm Matt Zothner, founder of Currents. I've been in the startup game for 6 years and have helped numerous companies grow from 0 to 1 using growth tactics like these. I've gone viral on places like TikTok, Reddit, and have generated hundreds of thousands of leads from places like Facebook groups and advertising as well as SEO. But today I'm going to show you how you can rank a blog with human plus AI content in a systematic. So we'll begin with make.com. This is a way to automate workflows. Essentially, what we're doing is building a research bot that is using Perplexity AI, and we're going to then call ChatGPT to write the blogs for us, and then we're going to publish that to a place like Webflow where my resources are. So essentially, we use Perplexity. We create a chat here. You need to go and create an account in Perplexity and grab an API key. And so you'll add that API key here to this connection. We're going to choose the Mixtral model because it's pretty good. And so I have this content here where I tell it, essentially prompt it to write certain blogs for me. And I do this in an automated way 3 times a week. So I can send this in the description, but essentially I tell it to explore the latest trends and innovations in my niche, which I'm building a company in the energy space, helping homeowners make money off their energy. I tell it to look at different trends, monitor for certain keywords, and to highlight successful case studies as well as grab some news articles. So what it does is it goes out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It goes and does this research for me. And then when it pulls the research, it essentially creates a news article out of it. And so I route that content over to different automation and AI. So you can do this automating Twitter posts, LinkedIn posts, but what I'm doing today is automating blog posts that essentially rank on Google from day one. So once Perplexity goes and creates that chat, I then call a message assistant via OpenAI. And so a message assistant is essentially an automated bot that I've pre-prompted to do copywriting for me. So it takes that news article and uses this assistant called the Webflow content generator. The way that you do this is you go into platform.openai, not ChatGPT, and you go and create an assistant. And so you create the name, you give it instructions, and then you tell it which model to use and sort of leave the rest standard here. So I'm telling it that it's a SEO copywriting expert specialized in creating content for the internet, and it will rank things on Google. And then I tell it to adhere to the following best practices. Keep the length under 600 words. I'm basically writing a news article here, so I don't want it to be too long. Use an active voice, and then include a call to action at the end. We're also going to provide general content that you need to summarize every day. So what I do in Make is I take that Perplexity news research that I've done, I feed it to this assistant, and then it outputs a blog that's under 600 words. You can write up to 2,000 words, but you need to be careful because Google, it's going to know that you're just spitting out AI content if it's many thousands of words. I then feed it into another assistant, which is the article title generator. And so that assistant is essentially taking that blog output and just creating a short title for it. So again, they're an SEO copywriting expert specializing in crafting the most optimized title for web traffic. So it's going to produce a title for that, which we will then post to Webflow. So the next step in the process is obviously for Webflow, I have a requirement to have a photo. And so right now I'm just generating a DALL-E image. I typically replace this with something from Pexels, but this is my current workflow. I say to use DALL-E, generating a realistic image based on the news article we feed you, and then I give it the output of that article to then go and generate an image for it that's most relevant. All of this is going to create the basic body of my Webflow blog article. And so from here, I call my website blog using the resource collection I've made. I feed in the title, which is the result from that assistant. I feed in the blog image, which is the result from DALL-E, and then I feed in the body. You can also have different things like video links here, but this is a simple way to get this blog created for us. And so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have this happen, and it essentially posts a blog to Webflow that looks like this. So will virtual power plants boost solar adoption? That's a great Google optimized article title based on the assistant's output. It goes and creates this image here based on Dolly, which looks like this. It's kind of a cool little image. I can replace this if needed. Because I tell it to put it in draft mode, it's not actually automatically publishing these. I use a little bit of human input to make sure this is correct. So obviously I need a description here. I typically pull out a sentence, but this is the body. It's under 600 words and it's fully keyword optimized for what I told it to do. So from here, I typically go and adjust a couple things. I might link it to other blogs. And there's ways to do internal linking via other tools, but this is how I do it. I typically come in here, have a VA, virtual assistant, come in and link it to other blogs, maybe add another photo or two and create a output. And then our output here on my resource page is pretty good. So let me scroll down to one right here. So how are virtual power plants revolutionizing grid management? You can see here it's got a nicely optimized article that's based on news from the current week. And so I'm doing this 3 times a week, and I typically go in and make sure that everything's looking okay. I'm still optimizing this flow here. But that's how it works. And so you need a couple of things to make sure that you're getting the best output. You need connection to Perplexity. You need a connection to OpenAI API, and then I can show you that these blogs are actually getting indexed using this tool called CrawlScout. I can see that this blog, Revolutionizing Grid Management, has actually been indexed in the past week. And you can see that I'm starting to build up a lot of traffic for this type of automation and blog writing. So that is how we can grow your startup using automation and AI. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want access to any of these tools. I can tell you more. Thanks.